What's up, Alabama fans? Stacey Blackwood here from the Tide Talk podcast to talk a little bit about what Nick Saban had to say yesterday about the three transfer portal additions of Jermaine Burton, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Eli Ricks. We're going to talk about that in just a minute, but as always, if you like the content here on this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to 500 subscribers, and once we hit that goal, our next goal will be 1,000. So thank you for the continued support, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and give this video a huge thumbs up so we can get this video to 100 likes. All right, also jump in the comment section and answer today's question. Do you think all three of the transfer additions will be starters this fall for the Crimson Tide? Y for yes or M for no. And as always, feel free to extend on your answer and give us your full thought and opinion. All right, let's just talk a little bit about what Nick Saban had to say yesterday about these three transfers. Of course, yesterday was National Signing Day, so Coach Saban, per usual, done a press conference and talked about, all the signees. Of course, yesterday was kind of a lot day due to the early signing period back in December. So Saban was asked about the three transfer additions, and the reporter wanted him to kind of break down, kind of each player and why the coaching staff targeted him. And on Georgia wide receiver Jermaine Burton, that is somebody that the coaching staff had recruited out of high school. He's a really good player. He was pretty productive at Georgia, but they have a lot of good players over there too. So maybe he didn't get the amount of playing time or the amount of production that he could get somewhere else. And he looks at Alabama with the situation with Bryce Young. The offense is more wide open, and so with Alabama losing Jamison Williams, John Mechie, and Slade Bolden, there was a need for some experience there at the wide receiver position, and Coach Saban feels like Jermaine Burton was the perfect guy to fill that void. Then he went on to discuss Georgia Tech running back transfer Jahmyr Gibbs, and he said Jahmyr Gibbs is a very productive running back at Georgia Tech. He's fast, explosive, he has great hands out of the backfield, and he was able to practice with the team as they prepared for the national championship game, and they're really excited about what he can bring from a speed and explosiveness standpoint, and also his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. So he's going to bring a lot of positive things to this Alabama offense that maybe they didn't have last year coming out of the backfield. And then we move on to LSU cornerback Eli Ricks. Eli Ricks was a five-star talent coming out of high school, highly coveted, great player, and he was great for LSU in his time there as a starter. Unfortunately, he missed a lot of last season due to an injury. But you think about Alabama losing Josh Jobe, Jalen Davis. There's going to be some opportunities there for Eli Ricks to come in and make an instant impact. So you look at all three of these guys. Coach Saban had a prior relationship with all three of them when they were coming out of high school. Alabama recruited all three of these guys, so they have a great relationship with these young men, and they also know that each of these players can perform at a very high level, here in the SEC and in Alabama. So I think it's exciting for Alabama to bring in these three additions. Coach Saban is very particular about picking these transfer portal guys. We all know how impactful Jamison Williams and Henry To'oTo'o were last year, and I think these three players can all have that kind of impact for Nick Saban and Alabama here in 2022. That's really going to wrap up this video. Just wanted to get something real quick out to kind of talk about what Nick Saban had to say about these three transfer additions. But as always, jump in the comment section and answer today's questions. Do you think that all three of these transfer additions will be starters for the Tide this fall in Tuscaloosa? Y for yes or M for no. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and give this video a huge thumbs up. All right, that's going to wrap this one up. Roll Tide.